What's up, YouTube? Yeah, it's your man, S.R.P, Sports, Religion, Politics. I want to talk about the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight and the post-fight, and what I think, about the whole fight. It was a good match. I'm kind of not surprised because everyone knows, if Deontay doesn't knock you out, he's usually not gonna win, So he's been living off that power for so long, and I didn't like that style, man. I always hated that, didn't like it because it's like you're losing, and then you get a lucky punch every time. Like that's pretty much like his style. It's just, but let's talk about the good things that Fury did. I think today is more of a day to acknowledge how great of a fighter that Tyson Fury is. I love Tyson's feints, man. Just like that irky jerky, like that. Like he even opens his eyes wide to make you think the shot's coming, so you kind of flinch a little bit, and then when you flinch and relax a little bit, that's when he comes over, bah, bah, touches you. So his feints are perfect, and he can also feint off the jab. His feint and then jab is perfect timing, man. Perfect timing. It was just a masterful performance by Tyson Fury. Like, if you're gonna fight Wilder, that's the way you gotta fight Wilder. You gotta make him always worried about what you're doing, for one, and keep that jab blinding him in his face. He's gonna throw the right hand because you can always kind of see it coming because he kind of winds up. He'll take a little tiny 2-step forward to launch it, or he'll like show it, like he'll like telegraph it with his body movement, and it usually is not coming off the jab because it's just he believes in it so much sometimes he forgets to even set it up. His style is just so amateur. He looked like an amateur in there, man. He really did. It reminded me of Joe Calzaghe versus Jeff Lacey. I don't know how many people are old enough to remember that fight, but that's what it kind of reminded me of. It was like the well-schooled British boxer. And let's not be naive, people. Boxing started in Great Britain. That's it. That's one of their pastimes. You got to give them credit too, man. They're true to the game. So if you fight an actual British fighter that knows what he's doing, as far as like skill in the skill department, Tyson Fury's been fighting his whole entire life. His father's brought him up into a training family of fighters. So to really think that a guy who is a football, basketball player, and just has amazing power, and he's so used to landing it, what happens when he can't land that power? He looks really bad. Wilder looked really, 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 really bad. Really, really, really bad. Like, I like Wilder, I really do. I love what he stands for. The fact that he made it out of the, poverty and made something of himself. But I never truly believed skill-wise he was the greatest, and he's one of the greatest, but his skill, his power makes up for so much. His power makes up for so much, and he's not that skilled. He's just not. His footwork is horrible. He's always like, he telegraphs his punches. When he's in there with people that can box, he looks confused. Even before he fought Tyson. It's just that Tyson is the whole package. The first fight, I said Tyson Fury won the first fight. Some people believe Deontay won. But I don't believe you can lose the whole fight and then get 2 knockdowns and all of a sudden you think you won. You know, when Tyson got knocked down the second time in the first fight, even then I was like, he got to knock Fury out to win. In my mind, I was thinking that, because I thought Fury was so much far ahead on points. I love boxing at its purest, which is skill, and that's why Floyd Mayweather and Paulie Malignaggi and, you know, those type of guys, the real skill guys, you know, that love the art, they were like, even in the first fight, Mayweather was like, Fury won that fight. You know, and Paulie Malignaggi was like, agreeing with Mayweather. Yeah, Fury won that fight, the first fight. So, and it was such a huge difference in skill in the first fight. And I'm like, wow. Fury is naturally a great defensive fighter. So, for people to think that Fury was just going to walk straight in with no head movement, like intelligently pressuring Wilder, if you thought he wasn't going to intelligently pressure Wilder, little feint here, staying in range, you don't know boxing, because he naturally does that anyway. All you're asking him to do is step forward into his punch off the feint. He's naturally irking and jerking and moving. You know, all you're doing is saying walk forward when you do that, which conserves your energy. You're saving energy, you're conserving. It's a lot easier for you. And to be bold and fearless, with something that Tyson has no problem doing. You know, amazing. Like I said, you gotta give this dude his credit, man. You can't keep sleeping on it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Wilder, you know, because it's amazing to see that type of power. Like, usually people don't. It reminded me of the Homer Simpson in real life, you know, the episode of The Simpsons where Homer was a boxer and his whole claim to fame was taking a bunch of punishment and then landing one shot from the guy getting tired from hitting him, you know, and he was winning fights. And that's kind of how, it's not exactly the same, but that's the same idea with Wilder, you know. His power was so great, you know, it didn't matter what the other guy did. As long as Wilder could land his, it was over. So, like I said, man, it was a great fight, you know. You guys, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a rematch, but I don't see it going any different. I mean, I think he's all figured out. Tyson Fury all figured him out, and that Fury's style is all wrong for Wilder. It's just not the type of style for a guy that never really has boxed his entire life. You know, Wilder didn't box his entire life. So Fury is kind of like Joshua and Ruiz. When you're so gifted naturally, big muscle, long, rangy, you know, you get away with that with certain level of fighters. But when you step up, it's not good enough, you know. And then we saw that last night. Let me know what you guys think. Again, it's S.R.P. Sports, religion, politics. Holla. All right? Take care.